The prize lectures are the stars in the EASD firmament. They are always wonderful lectures. The Albert Renold lecture is a lecture dedicated to physiology and basic science. And I'm delighted to be with the winner, Raphaël Scharfmann of the INSERM in Paris. And your main field is the biology of the pancreas.
Yes.
I imagine that you were delighted when you received when you knew that you were going to win this prize.
Yes, I was very happy to receive a call from EASD telling me that I was awarded by this prize for this year, and for me it was a real pleasure to know that people in the field selected me to get this award. It was extremely nice.
So, in your presentation, what will you be focusing on? Because there's been so much work in this area recently.
So, what I believe in is that fundamental biology is extremely important to go towards a cure in the future or new discovery on type 1 diabetes. And in fact, I come from the medical field. I studied medicine, and after a few years, I thought I would not be a good doctor, but I might have been a good biologist to help doctors one day to find a cure for diabetes.
And what particular processes in the pancreas have you been investigating?
So I have been working all my life on developmental biology, meaning how from an embryonic pancreas, which doesn't make insulin, you can make beta cells and other cell types that make hormones that will regulate glycemia. And this is what I focused on during the past 30 years.
And there is always an argument that goes on about which are the most important cells in the pancreas. Which side of the fence do you fall on?
In my opinion, what is the most important is insulin that regulates glycemia and that is made by beta cells. And the other cells are there to help the beta cells to produce and secrete under the right conditions insulin. So I believe that beta cells are extremely important, and that with 1 gram of beta cell, which is not a lot, you can really make enough insulin to regulate your glycemia.
So Team Alpha cell can just be quiet for the moment.
No, I think that alpha cells are extremely important to regulate glycemia, but without beta cells, they are far less important.
We've got a rather distracting lady in a gown walking past at the moment, but
Yeah.
we'll carry on. But what have been for you the most important advances in the last few years in this area?
So 25 years ago, people started to work on stem cell towards beta cells. And what we looked at, what is going on now in terms of transplantation to patients, etc., I thought it would take at least 200 years. And it took 10 times less, that means 25 years. And this is major achievements, in my opinion. And this comes from developmental biologists and many other physiologists and pathophysiologists that worked all together to play together this game.
So there's a very collaborative effort here. So what's next?
So in my opinion, next is to be able to look at how many beta cells everybody has. And we don't know whether you have 10 times less or 10 times more beta cells than what I have. And we need to discover something, a new machine or a new trick to be able to count beta cells in a live person. And this is, in my opinion, we know how to count glomerules in the kidney. We know a lot on hepatocytes in the liver, and we are unable to see beta cells in a human pancreas. And in my opinion, this is the last step to reach.
And it's a really basic question, isn't it? How many beta cells have we got?
Yes.
And extraordinary that we don't know.
No.
Well, congratulations on your prize lecture. It really is a wonderful award to have, and I know very well deserved. And if you want to go and look at the Albert Renold Prize lecture, and I do encourage you to do so, you will find it through the EASD website. Bye for now.